Today on EA Sports. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's the veteran Dustin Hopkins ready for the start, and we are underway now from Huntington Bank Field. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
They defer to Brown to start the drive.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line.
An inside give, Brown. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
They'll run on third down with Brown. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now Burrow. This is caught. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Brown is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a D, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski.
And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Okay, right?
First and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
3rd down from the gun, Thompson Robinson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now Burrow on 1st down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
They go play action with Burrow.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Second and 10. This is Brown going up the middle. Down to about the 22 here. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
3rd down, here's Brown.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Here we go. Right 80.
Burrow looking to pass. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Chase Brown
With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
York on now for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Thompson Robinson.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Thompson Robinson now to throw.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Thompson Robinson will look to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Now it's Burrow.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. Back deep, James Prochet.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 45. Wide.
They will start this drive with Ford.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. This is Ford. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Williams to return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Now Burrow.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way. and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Here's Brown on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Burrow on 3rd down.
That is caught.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
York now for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult 1st half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now Thompson Robinson.
This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
The handoff to Ford up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Thompson Robinson here from the gun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return is Williams. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Got a man open, it's Chase. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Play action, it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Burrow on play action. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards that time.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Handing it off to Brown. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Second down and 6 now. They'll drop to throw. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Gun. Cut. Ready. Everyone, what's up?
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end, Sample. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now a second and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. York able to send this one through, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Jerome Ford. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. First and 10, Thompson Robinson. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's second and 10. To throw is DTR. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And once more, it's Thompson Robinson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. The DTR going to throw it here. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Brown's going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
This is our time. Our time.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First down, here's Thompson Robinson. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Thompson Robinson now. That pass complete to Moore.
And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, Thompson Robinson.
He finds his man complete. That's Ford. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with first and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Jordan Akins. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
He'll look to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
First and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Thompson Robinson throwing here. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They run with Ford. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Thompson Robinson to throw on 1st down. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Thompson Robinson now. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. His pass caught at the 4. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Thompson Robinson. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bengals getting set to go.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 24. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Burrow will throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away.
Prochet on the return.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. Gets this over the middle to Tillman.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 29. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go. Ford. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it, Thompson Robinson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Chase, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Thompson Robinson now to throw. Open man, that's Tillman. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Ready, set.
Looking to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Sticking to the air, it's Thompson Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. To throw is DTR. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Throwing. Thompson Robinson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Thompson Robinson. Touchdown! Jerome Ford from 4 yards out. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Here's Thompson Robinson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Right back to Brown. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.